Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. I am very, very exhausted. It's roughly up 30 something hours. But I got back from Boston okay. I had two things. I think this is a Funko Pop. And Mr. Mondo finally shipped out Wall-E. Start with this, and then I'll discuss the Mary Fahl concert from last night as well. How is everybody tonight or tomorrow, whenever you're watching? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm very thankful for a safe trip to and from Boston, especially since I spent the night at the airport, which was not a horrible experience. And I maybe got 30 to 45 minutes of sleep. And honestly, if I had a sleeping bag, it would have been a lot better. I got the Entertainment Earth exclusive limited edition Gwen Stacy Funko Pop, which will go with mine. Where is she? I got Mary Jane around here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah. Mary Jane came like a week or so ago. If you ask me, do I collect Funko Pops? No, I don't collect Funko Pops. That's weird. Weird people collect Funko Pops. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 on my work table, and they kind of get rotated in and out. But unlike hot toys, you spend like $300 on. They stay in the box. You never look at them. These, you can put them on your desk or on the windowsill, and they get dirty. You just wash them off. That's just part of living life with the Wolfpack. Hello, Big Al. How are you? I got the Mondo San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Wall-E. Like immediately after Comic-Con, this was going for like mucho bucks on eBay. I totally understand feeling the need, the desire to have it now as opposed to later. But Mondo did say that it would get released on the website later, and later has arrived. That's what later looks like. That's some nice artwork. Hello, David Penzak. How are you? Good to see you. This slipcase feels different. I don't think I've done that before. Maybe it's just me. That's just usually this just falls off, but now this like slides on. Okay. Do one thing that's different up at Mondo. So there's Wall-E with his little plant. Open it up. We got Wall-E and Eve, a fire extinguisher, and like a spacecraft. Looks kind of like Cloud City, maybe kind of sort of. That's back. So we got the score from Thomas Newman on 2 LPs. Purple. I was going to say this is my first Thomas Newman LP, but that's not true. I do have 1917, which that score was disappointing for me. Hurry was just amazing, spectacular, best score ever from Thomas Newman, blah, 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 blah. And then we got an insert with lots of words, which I'll have to be reading. And I did not care for 1917 at all, but I do have it on vinyl, so I guess I now have 2 Thomas Newman LPs. I would like Road to Perdition on vinyl. If anyone who can make that happen is listening, make it happen, please. Any Wall-E fans in the house? I think the movie just has sentimental value to me more than anything. Jana really liked this movie a lot. I thought it was okay, but she really liked it, so that's why it kind of stays on my radar, I guess. And then I got, actually, I think this is a Funko Pop as well, from this giant Wall-E. It weighs like as much as my last Miata on an empty tank of gas. Put this back in here. Here we go. I'm hoping this doesn't have any kiss scene skips or bumps or bops on it like that ET did that came a couple weeks back. That was a disappointment. It really was. I'm probably just going to frame it because I love the artwork, but the LP doesn't sound good at all. That La La Land 40th or 35th anniversary ET, that's the one to get on LP. That's the one you need to track down and buy that. David Pensack's Wall-E was fun. Big Al says Wall-E is awesome. So I'm very, very tired. Very tired. The concert, yes. It had an opening group, which we didn't have in Atlanta. They were okay, you know, whatever. That's not why I was there. Different play set from Atlanta. I mean, some of the same songs. I think we only had 3 October Project songs, which was disappointing for me, but I mean, everything else was fine. Some songs I hadn't heard before were done. I think she played maybe 90 minutes straight, no break. I would rather have had like, you know, 60 minutes break, 60 minutes, but you know, what can you do? I think as concert goers, we never fully get exactly what we want. This doesn't happen. It never does. You know, what you want, that specific concert that you want, that your heart desires, never materializes. So once you accept that, enjoyment becomes a lot more probable. But I was at this fancy restaurant thing called City Winery, and they actually have locations in Chicago, Atlanta, I think Nashville, of course Boston, I think New York. I mean, nice place. Really expensive food, like these little like cheeseburgers, like yay big, were like, I don't know, $20-something. And okay, you know, it is what it is. You know, life in the big city, everything's more expensive. But afterwards, as per her custom, she was sitting outside after the show, so anyone who wants to come by and talk to her can talk to her. And I just got to back of the line like I did in Atlanta, because I'm like, I got nowhere to go. I'm not in any rush, so I'll just hang out the back of the line. So I was the last person to talk to her, and she's like, yeah, I remember you. And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. And she's like, you came all this way just for the concert? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I flew up, got in at 1 in the morning. It was like Sunday morning when I got to the hotel roughly, and said I fly out at like 5 a.m. So I'm leaving in like 6 hours. And she's like, oh, was it worth it? And I'm like, yeah, of course. But we just had like a lovely conversation. She started talking about like her dream like venue for playing would be like with like a full orchestra. And I'm like, what about the Boston Pops? Because they do Christmas concerts, and you need to do the Christmas concert with the Boston Pops. Please, dear Lord, make that happen somehow. And she's talking about like, I'm just not famous enough. And I'm like, woman, have you heard what comes out of your mouth when you sing? They need you to do Christmas concerts there. I need you to do Christmas concerts there. That's like my wildest concert dream would be Mary Fahl doing Christmas concert with the Boston Pops and the Tanglewood Festival Chorus at Symphony Hall. And I got tickets for the entire run, which I couldn't afford hotels for that. But we talked about that. And I mean, she asked me what my favorite song was that she did that night. And I said, I had to think, I'm like, horrible song titles. And I said, well, honestly, probably when you sing Return to Me, that was probably the most touching. And she's like, oh, what? So I like whipped out my cell phone and I flew to the table and I said, because it reminds me of the only woman I've ever loved. And I showed her a picture of Janet, and she's like, oh, what's the story about that? So I sat there and talked for like, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes about Janet, and talked about romance and dating and life and music. It was just a wonderful, wonderful conversation. And it didn't feel like a conversation with someone I've talked to for like 5 minutes before, like 4 months ago in Atlanta. And now I'm talking to again in Boston. It's like you're like instant like friends. And it was a nice conversation. It was very nice conversation. And talked to her husband some more. He's very friendly. He's an oceanographer, which is cool. Elf Motion Picture Against Elves Foundation. Wow, that's a mouthful. How are you? Good to see you. where'd you come from? How'd you find me? That's an awesome name, Elf. Motion Pictures Against Elves Foundation. What's wrong with elves? Just curious. I mean, are all elves evil or just certain elves? I don't know. Enlighten me, please. But yeah, it was a good show. I'm glad I went. I'm very glad to be home. I'm very thankful to God for getting me home safely. The drive home for Nashville was very much worrying me, but I got home about 10:30. I was in bed by 11, and I woke up at like 3:30 with like a dog blanket all around me and on top of me. And I'm gonna go back to bed very shortly because I feel more tired now than I did this morning. And I told her that I would see her at the Christmas show, and I think it's North Andover on the 8th or 9th of December. I said, you know, I'll see you then. So I'm looking forward to that. And oh yeah, I'm home. The dogs are okay. And I had Wally on the doorstep, and I had Gwen Stacy. If only I had a Green Goblin Funko Pop, I could make him like fly over and like drop Gwen Stacy on her head. That's probably kind of mean. But Green Goblin wasn't exactly a nice dude. Any questions about the concerts or anything else? And I will try to answer them. And then, you know, I'm not fond of blondes, but Gwen Stacy's kind of attractive. Yeah, Big Al, it's great when a celebrity is kind and friendly. Yeah. And to be honest, I probably would not have gone to the Boston concert if she had not been as so open and receptive at the Atlanta concert. Because she gets on stage and she'll like, some people who go to concerts, they talk and it's just like, shut the hell up and play some damn music. I didn't come to hear you talk. Because they're just like, about like I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. This is completely irrelevant. Just sing some songs. But she would talk, you know, into like, this song right here is important to me because my brother who went off to Vietnam, he had this 45, and I would sneak into his room after school and I would listen to it, and it reminds me of my brother. Stories like that are important and they're very endearing. And that's like the entire show. Like every song's got a story behind it. It's got a meaning. She'll share stuff about her past, about growing up, struggles in Catholic school. People hated her, all that stuff. And it's stories about her mother. And she's just so warm and endearing. It's just like, yeah, I'll have to come see you again. But if she's been all like, blah, 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 you know, I've been like, okay, whatever. Okay, I saw you once. I'm good. I like to hit a Christmas concert at some point. I'll tap out. But she is so just friendly and personable and just real, like a real person. And I greatly appreciate that. And so yeah, I'll see 3 shows this year, and if she's touring next year, I'll go to at least 3, maybe more. I don't know. Next year's shaping up pretty big with concerts. Boston, Austin, Canada, Chicago. I think Chicago again. Hopefully I won't get killed in Chicago. But yeah, and if you have not listened to any of her music, look her up on YouTube. She's all over the YouTube. Just type in Mary Fahl. God, voice of like a booming angel. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I had a good time. I'm glad to be home. I'm very glad. I'm always glad to be home. I miss my dogs. I really miss my dogs when I'm gone. But Boomer and I will be doing the 3rd anniversary showing of Raiders of the Lost Ark this Wednesday. I think 7:30. I think I'll check with him and I'll get it posted. Oh, David Pensax. Did you hear Disney released a 2nd run of Indy 5 on CD, but it also sold out? Eric mentioned that he managed to snag a copy from DisneyEmporiumMusic.com, whatever the hell it is, and then he said that it was sold out. I've been tracking the ones that are on eBay. One just went for like $600 and something. One went for like $500 and something. And I'm like, if I had my copy and someone offered me $500 for it, gone, it would be gone. I wouldn't think about it. I wouldn't care. I mean, I'd care to get that $500, but That score has absolutely no meaning to me at all. It's like it doesn't even exist. I don't care to talk about it. I'm never going to listen to it. Fuck that score. Fuck that movie. Um, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm people want to buy it. Hey, I'm happy for you. I hope you enjoy it. How, I don't know. It's a piece of garbage. It's crap. Um, yeah, and fuck Disney too. Like you can't print your own damn CDs. I mean, what the hell, people? You need money. I know you need money. Your stock price is shit. Your whole company's gone to trash. There's a chance to make some money. They were only charging $12 for it. Charge $25 for it. How about that? But did you get one, David? Do you want one? I don't know why you would want one. I mean, that's like saying like, oh, I really like to have herpes. No, I don't think so. But yeah, as soon as mine comes, if they're still going for crazy prices on eBay, I will put it up on eBay. I will gladly. I'd be happy with $350, to be honest. I take that. That's a plane ticket and concert ticket and some food money for a show. And I would rather have that than have that CD. And that's coming from a guy who has every John Williams film score on CD. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it at all. Like herpes. Don't need it. Don't want it. No interest. Yeah. You do you. If you want it, go get it. But there's my rant. Thank you, David, for getting me to rant about that piece of crap movie yet again. I shall rename you Eric the Second. So, I hope everyone's doing well. Wednesday night, Raiders of the Lost Ark. As always, Doc's Dunk Shop. Keep listening to great film music. I may play some Wall-E before I go to bed. I don't know. I may just go to bed. I'm really tired. Don't be sorry, David. Don't be sorry. It's all okay. It's good. I'm fine. it's really no big deal. But honestly, if it comes in, Disney emailed me and said they were going to ship it when they ship the LPs, which they're looking at, I think, mid-September. So I would expect it probably the end of October. Honestly, if it's still going for crazy ass prices, I will kick it to the eBay. And I've got a trip every month tentatively planned through June. So I could use airline ticket money, hotel money, Uber money, all that. Big Al says Raiders will brighten your mood. My mood's fine. My mood is just tired right now. Really tired. I was going to go get some work done tonight, but I went to Publix to grab supper. And I'm just like, I feel less competent driving right now than I did when I drove home from Nashville. So I grabbed a sandwich. I was too tired to eat. I ate half of it. And I just came home. I got the wolf pack, and it's bedtime. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Pretty much so. But I had a good time in Boston. Let me show you what I got. I'll be right back. There's this wonderful store in Salem. Absolutely love it. They've got all these beautiful taxidermies. They had some antelope creature dude from India. He was just beautiful. Oh my Lord. And I was so close to they're like, well, we can just invoice you a little bit every month and you can make payments on it. And then, we can chip it down. I was so close. I was so close. But I'm like, dude, I've got like 3 right now that aren't even hanging up, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm like, I don't know where I would put Antelope Dude, so I passed. But I did buy, because they have antique books. I bought History of the Christian Church. $25. I did very good at not spending money on this trip. This was published 1875. Yeah, History of the Christian Church, its origin to the present time. W.M. Blackburn, D.D. Published Cincinnati, Cranston, and Stowe. Yeah, 1879. I'm very happy. This is a good find. They also had the complete works of Washington Irving from the early 1800s. They wanted $350 for all the volumes. I was tempted. I really was. They also had the complete works of Nathaniel Hawthorne from, I think it was published in 1910. And they were very reasonable. I think they were $125. And that was hard to walk away from. I was like, kept like groping them on the shelf. And I'm just like, I can fit this in the suitcase. But I thought putting this in the book bag and going back to Boston. But you know, I could have shipped them. But I was trying really hard not to spend a lot of money on this trip because I didn't have it to spend because I've got Boston next month. So if I have time, I could shoot up to Salem next month. We'll see. Yeah, I'm real happy with this book for my library. But anyways, hello, Maxwell Cat again. Good to see you. And why are elves bad? Motion pictures against Elves Foundation. I'm gonna have to ponder that. But everyone, have a good night, and thank you for tuning in. Raiders on Wednesday, and I'll see all of y'all very soon. Take care.